Mullins, and also Ms. Mullins and her team, which she'll be talking about all their
Boys and girls, it wasn't too long ago that Ms. Leahy's son was participating in this contest. So it is a great event, and I'll make a couple of remarks before we get started. We want to welcome you to the 2016 Barrow Elementary Oratorical Contest. We're so proud of all of our students who are participating today. And we're also very proud of our long tradition at Barrow of having the largest contest in the district every year, and of our many, many students who have gone on to win the zone contest and represent the Athens Optimist Club at the next levels of competition, including making it all the way to the state finals. We recently had 2 Barrow students represent us in the state contest. It's the only elementary students competing against middle and high school students. We had 1 Barrow buddy who won the state contest 3 years ago. So it's a really proud tradition of ours. Now, as you can imagine, this event takes a lot of planning and help from a lot of people, especially our Barrow Spectrum team and Mr. Plummins. So we thank Ms. Carlson, Ms. Franks, Ms. Griffith, Ms. Hicks, Ms. Slongo, and Mr. Plummins for all of their help with our students and the contest itself. We thank our teachers, administrators, most especially our Barrow parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, supporters, for your encouragement, love, and support of your child. And all the children, we thank you in our special contest. And all the parents here, they might be a little biased for their child, but they are supporting all of you. And they're very proud of all of you. And I've seen you work together, and that's one of the best things that comes out of this contest, is a camaraderie and friendships and support for one another. And we could never put on this contest so successfully each year and have winners that move on without our judges. And they're truly our VIPs, very important people who give generously of their time, and they provide valuable feedback to our students. And they'll also select our school winners, 1 boy and 1 girl, and our 2 runners-up, 1 boy and 1 girl. Our judges are all Barrow buddies too. We welcome, if she'll wave back there, Bryn Adamson. Bryn recently judged the Clark Middle School contest. She has a drama degree from the University of Georgia. She's been a professional actor. She has toured with the National Shakespeare Company, and she's been an active volunteer in our community, not only at Barrow and at Clark Middle, but she's been an actor, set designer, and a scenic painter with the Town and Gown Theater here in town for 20 years. She served 8 years on the Town and Gown board, and she is director of the current show there, The Graduate. Welcome to Ashley Mayer. Many of you know Ms. Mayer, who was a teacher at Barrow and helped us put on this contest for many years, was on the other side. She's now an instructional technology specialist with the Clark County School District. Fortunately for us, one of her schools is Barrow, so she makes sure to take great care of us and our needs, helping us with our digital displays, for example, of our Save the Frogs contest and our MLK Creative Writing and Art contest, those great digital displays we have up. And most recently, helping us film and edit many student ripple effects film projects for the Athens Eco Focus Film Festival. I think we had 9 entries this year that we got submitted in the last couple of days. She also helped tremendously with our STEM talks, and we had a state winner for that. So we welcome Ms. Mayer. Now welcome to Demacy Firol, another Barrow buddy. She is in her, is it her 2nd or 3rd year as a Barrow ASP counselor? 2nd year as a Barrow ASP counselor, so many of you who go to ASP know her very well. She is a student at the Grady School of Journalism and Communications in the UGA Honors Program. She has published articles in the Red and Black on important children's issues, including child abuse. She enjoys singing, stepping, and learning more about people. And she also enjoys speaking so much that in the future she wants to be a talk show host. Welcome, Devastating. So we are so fortunate to have such a wonderful panel of judges today who are here to give their morning and their time to serve in a very important capacity. So boys and girls, the main thing is to relax. Ken Malden, who came and spoke to you a few days ago, something he always says is have fun with it. So relax, have fun with it. We always enjoy hearing what you have to say. For the adults to be able to hear you is something that always lasts me all year long until the next contest. And I still remember speeches from many years. You have an important voice, and the fact that you are finding your voice at such a young age brings you leadership and service to our community and to our school, and I think to our country, so we appreciate you. We are going to go in order of third grade first, and third grade boys will go first. B before G. So we're gonna do boys and then girls, and we'll call you up one at a time, and you'll be able to speak from this podium and the microphone. And the rules, we're very kind of loose on the rules here at our school contest. Technically, the speeches are supposed to be between 4 and 5 minutes long. We will have a scorekeeper. If your speech is much shorter than that, it is not a problem. This is something for you to get experience and practice with, and your message is important whether it be short or long. If you go over length, we're not going to cut you off, and if you are short, we still value every word that you say. Just take a breath, relax, and we will give the judges a minute or so between speeches. We ask adults to please silent your cell phones at this time. The hardest part for the adults is we hold our applause, but that's what they do at the district contest and the next levels. So we do not clap between speeches. That's the very hardest thing to do. But after all of our third graders speak, we will give them a huge round of applause, and then after our fourth graders and after our fifth graders. So we would ask you to hold your applause between speeches so that the judges can quickly make a few notes, and then we can call up the next contestant. If you need to enter or exit the room, we will ask that you do that between speeches, but not when a student is up at the podium speaking. And I think that about does it.
We remind the students to put their speeches down so that you're not rattling your paper.
Okay, great. So if the students will, yeah, that's a great thing. Put it under your chair, and then when you're up, just bring it on up, and then just put it right back down under your chair. And that way, it's hard to sit for a long time. We'll take a brief break somewhere in the middle, and then a longer break when everything's done. But we want to be quiet and courteous for every speaker. Anything else? Mr. Clements, are we good with the lighting? And Dallas, we welcome you to have a seat, but if you'd like to stand. I'm glad to see you today. Oh, and your mom. Welcome back, Ms. Tolbert, good to see you. All right, well, we're going to get started, and we'll be starting with our third grade boys. And first up is Caleb.
Our best brings out the best in others. I've been telling shows for a long time, and it brings out the best in the whole crowd. My mom, dad, brother come to, my mom, my dad, and my brother come to see me dance on the stage. For the first time I went to a talent show at my school, I thought it was pretty cool. So I tried it out when I was in first grade. I tried it out with my cousin and brother. When we were done, we celebrated with pizza and Sprite. I tried it out ever since. And people love to see me dance and do a split and put my feet behind my head. And the whole crowd sees me on the stage, they cheer, laugh, and have fun. When my mom and dad see that I'm not afraid to go up on the stage and dance, it helps them see that they are good parents. Me and my 12-year-old brother, we have jokes, Whenever we go to each other's games, we talk and laugh. Playing with my brother on on my iPad, on our iPads, he helps me rebuild. He helps me build and rebuild my house whenever he burns it down. I help him build his house and train him so he gets more experience at being. We fight against each other so we can get more experience on some Minecraft. We go underground to get more building materials to build our houses together so he won't burn it down. Working together makes us better at playing games and being better brothers and making us a great big family. This is how my best brings out the best of the whole crowd, my mom, my brother, my dad, and my cousin.
Clap us down, we'll leave your applause, thank you, Caitlin. I'll leave the judges a few moments. And students, when you come up, you're welcome to adjust this a little bit. If you're, sorry, I didn't say that before, if you're short or taller, feel free to get comfortable before you start, okay? Adjust it how you want, and the next person will adjust it how they want. Stephen, come on up.
My best brings out the best out of others. When others need me, I will help them. My best is that I can calm them down sometimes. I know it's that I can do it, others can do it. I just know it's in the deep inside. No matter where you are, I will be with you always. It's not about war, it's about peace. It's about life. It's about how my best brings out the best for others and everyone. My sister brought the best to me from inside my body every day by giving me creativity, by showing me and playing with new things and playing new things outside. That's what I love about her. Many people don't have a friend, so you can make them a friend. That will bring the best out of them, so they will bring the best out of you. Hope others and the same thing will happen. You can do it. I encourage you to try it someday, any day. Here's a scenario. You are walking with a friend, and he or she trips. Then you pick he or she back up. That act of kindness brought the best to he or she that you can do it. I know it's inside you always.
Thank you, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now my best is not the best in others. If one of my friends being bullied, I can stop the bullies by telling our teacher, or I can solve the situation by tackling things out. I am not scared of bullies. I am at my best when I help people listen to good advice. When we're on the playground, we can tell. If someone has been too long, I let them tag me. When someone is on the swings, I remind them to get in line. If they're waiting too long, I remind them that others are waiting for a train. In soccer, a game of someone thinks they're boxing, I'll stand up and tell them it's not nice to go back. But now teach them the rules of the game and how to play fair. I am good at learning how to play game fairly. We can bring out the best in others if we're tired to make rules stop bullying. For example, if someone was pushed by bullying, I would help the person that was pushed. The reason people bully is because they do not have any friends. So make them your friend that no one will be bullied. By making them your friend, you have brought the best out of them. I'm not telling you to join them, I'm telling you to make them your friend and no one will be bullied. By getting along together, we can bring out the best in one another.
Thank you, Mark.
Don't be afraid to move the mic.
Sam.
Now my best brings out the best in others. The best in me brings out the best in others in a lot of ways. For example, sports. In baseball, kids see me as a leader, and they do good because they don't want just strikes. When I hit, they want to do better, and that kind of pushes them a bit. In basketball, I'm tall and can get rebounds fairly easy. When they see me score, they do better. If you are short, people still pass you. In fact, Stephen Curry is 4 inches shorter than an average basketball player, but think how good he does. Also, in science, I'm not afraid to fail. A lot of people think you have to do good on the first shot, but really, it's failing that helps you learn. Michael Jordan said, I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. He also said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Trying is a key in life. Think about it. For example, with the best bait, you catch the biggest fish in the pond. With low quality bait, and most will catch a small fish. Also, in football, if you make the best catches, you'll get the most fans. What I'm trying to say is that if you do your best, others will soon follow. I'm not saying you wake up in the morning and are a great leader. Everything in life must come with a portion of work. Imagine Mike Trout. He didn't wake up and be a baseball superstar. He had to work toward his goal, which shows you can do just about anything if you put your mind to it. In addition, you have a talent for helping people. Use it. In STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, millions of people have gotten a STEM career because of strong leaders. You can be that leader. Don't be afraid of what people tell you. Many years ago, there lived a man named Thomas Edison. People told him that harnessing electricity was a power made for God. However, Edison made the light bulb. He did everything people told him he couldn't do. He made history making the light bulb. Without him, we would probably be in this room with candles. You get my point? Be that leader. If you're in the leader type, there are still many ways to get those qualities. If you listen to your leader, they'll respect you. Why wait until you're 20 or 50? You can be those leaders now. Examples: become a team captain on your local rec league, if you have one. Be a leader in school. Be a leader in your town, park, or creek cleanup. These are just one of the millions of ways to be your hero. I hope the best in me inspires you. If you have a hidden talent, discover it. Really, don't wait for a talent. Do it now. Few people get the point that you should just go for it. I'm not saying play some poker in the casino gambling. I'm talking about if you have a big decision and there's one half better than one. Always go for the better one. Michael Jordan said, never settle for less than your best. I just hope you got inspired. Thanks for listening. If you want to know more, go to kidrex.org and type leadership in the search bar. Thanks.
Thank you, Fran. Hey,
All my best brings out the best in others. Once my friend was very sad, so I told him a joke, and then he gave him a hug, and he was happy. The next day, he saw someone that was sad, and he told him the same joke, and he was happy. It also made me feel good and happy because I made someone else feel good. Once my friend was about to go on stage, but he had stage fright. I told him a very funny story about me when I was about to go on stage, and told him it was very common to have stage fright. After the story, he felt better. I said that the trick to imagine nobody was there and the funny story worked. Once my friend was very sad. Once I was very sad, so I watched a Looney Tunes show. Daffy was in Porky's house, he saw on the news that there was a murder. The murderer looked like Porky, and so he hid. And there was some weird stuff like red paint, which Daffy thought was blood. There was also a knife in Daffy's picture that Daffy thought was blood, and Daffy thought Porky was the murderer. So he drove Porky's car, and Porky was on the window, and Daffy couldn't see where he was going, so he crashed into a statue. And then Daffy ran into the pizzeria where there was his surprise birthday party. I laughed so hard and felt good again, and so did Daffy. My friend came over to play, so we played with Nerf guns. He was running up the stairs, and he fell and hurt his leg. So I told him about the show and made it a little bit funnier. He started laughing. Then he said, "Hey, that story made me feel better. I am at my best when I make my friends laugh. My best makes them feel better and happier so that I can bring out the best in themselves. I'm a great friend to have, and that is how my best brings out the best in others."
thank you. We'll be moving on with our third grade girls, starting with Gamora.
How my best brings out the best in others. Being my best means if I work hard, do what is right, honesty and fair, then all of my dreams can and will come true. When I'm at my best, I can help others be their best. Being my best means starting my day off with a good night rest and a good healthy breakfast. And with my mom and brother telling me they love me and to have a good day as I leave to catch the bus. Being a good role model for the other students on the bus can help the driver be at his best when driving so he can focus on his job and just get enough to school safely. Being my best when I'm at school means demonstrating self-control by following the 5 B's and doing what my teacher asks me to do. By doing my classwork and homework and turning them in on time, help my teacher be at her best and doing grading in a timely manner. When I'm on the playground, I can help others be their best when I wait patiently for my turn and by honoring others with expensive room and equipment. When I'm at my best and doing my part during ELT, art, health, music, and PE, my teachers are at their best in keeping the class on task and safe. We can all help others be their best when we take time to show kindness, care, respect, kindness, respect, care, and concern for each other.
Thank you, Gamora. Annie.
How my best brings out the best in others. How my best brings out the best in others is that if I do the right thing, people will think it is the right thing to do and do it, and will get in trouble less. If a friend doesn't know what to do, you can help. Everyone sees you being kind, and they will probably follow you and stop the bullying. Kindness can spread around the world and make it a pretty nice place. Helping around will be good. Doing your best can help you at school. Encouraging people will help that person and let them bring out their best. And encouraging yourself will be good too. Trying your best will give other people thoughts about them trying their best. The saying, never give up. If you are an expert at something and someone is bad, you can help them do it. Here's a scenario. You and your friend are taking ice skating class, and it's your friend's first time. You see her struggling with balance. Would you go help? If you would, you are bringing out your best to try to teach her how to ice skate. Here is another scenario. You and your cousin are having a race, and your cousin is way past you. You catch a breath and regain your energy and run past your cousin. So you are trying your best to keep up with your cousin. Trying your best could change your life.
Thank you. Nora.
How my best brings out the best in others. My best can bring out the best in others in many different ways and for many different reasons.
To start off, some of my best qualities can bring out really good qualities in other people. The qualities I think I really shine in are being cooperative, having courage, being kind, being responsible, being good at writing, reading, and writing. These are not all of my qualities, but are the ones I think I really shine in. If one of my friends is having a hard time with one of these qualities, I can help them. So then they can soon be really good at that quality. Let's use being good at trapeze as an example. So pretend my friend is having trouble with trapeze, and I'm really good at it. Then maybe I can help her out. So I go ahead and offer her some help, and she's okay with it. She then shows me what is hard for her, and I give her some tips. And soon she's really good at trapeze. Being good at something really helped my friend. That's great. What if when I offered her help, she was embarrassed and refused? But I still really wanted to help her. Maybe then I could call her or talk to her face to face. I could say, "You're really good at trapeze. I saw you were having trouble with a couple of things. Maybe I can help you out." And hopefully she would agree and show me what is hard for her, and I could help her. And soon she would be awesome at trapeze. It doesn't always have to happen this way. Sometimes the best can bring out the best in someone else without anyone's help. Pretend my friend is having trouble with writing. She sees I'm doing pretty good. Then she could take a look at my writing and not copy it, but maybe realize something that she can do in her writing to make her writing better. So then she would soon have some really great writing. That means bringing your best to someone else can happen in many different ways. It can also happen for many different reasons. It's trying to use your writing, and it also doesn't just have to be about equality. For example, it could be bullying. So let's pretend I see one of my friends is being bullied. The reason the bully is being mean to her is because he barely has any friends. That is why he's bullying everyone. So then soon he sees another person who is really nice and has a bunch of friends. Then the bully can recognize how nice she is, then realize how many friends she has. So then he starts being nice and soon has way more friends. But like I said, they can happen in many other ways. Many people kind of think that they can't be their best or the best. But being your best means being the best that you can. Being the best doesn't mean being really smart, athletic, or whatever. It means being you, but the best you. That means you have a personality, like everyone else. Let me give an example. So pretend my personality was being interested in science and being kind. So then my best is being great at science and very good at kindness. So any personality, but trying to be your best person. Then soon there will be a really great personality in a friend of yours or someone else. Bring your best to someone else today, tomorrow, any day. Because anyone, any age, any size, and any skin color can bring the best to someone else. Anyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Louisa. Going all the way down.
How my best brings out the best self. Say if you're having a bad day and I come up to you and say, "Are you okay?" And then you say no, but then I say, "Yes, you are having a good day. Name some bad things that happened today." And then you say, "I got a bad score on my pre-test." You know. Then I laugh and say, "Of course you got a bad score. I got a bad score too. Besides, it's a pre-test. You'll learn from your mistakes and fix them on your good test and post-test. So that means you're having a good day." In times like this, I try to be funny in a sad situation. That's why I think my humor brings out the best. Once my friend was playing on the playground, and she was about to play football with the boys. He said, "No girls allowed." When she told me that, I opened the laptop. But she didn't want to play anything other than it. So I asked another teacher if she had another football, and she said yes, although it was very torn up. We said we did not mind. We played with it, and we had a bunch of fun, even though it was very, very torn. That is why my courage leads the way in this tricky situation. When I was walking home from school, I saw a girl and she was crying. I asked her what was wrong, and she said she fell on the sidewalk because her book bag was so heavy. I hate seeing people cry, so I told her a joke. Then she stopped crying. Although I did not want her to trip again, so I asked her if I could carry her book bag for her. She said yes. I also wanted to make sure she didn't trip over a rock or anything while she was walking home, so I wanted to. That is why my courage, kindness, and humor brings out the best in others in a tricky situation, sad situation.
Thank you, Lisa. Jamie.
My best friends have best stories because let's say we're about to take a walk and then you saw a girl who tripped and hurt her knee. You saw her struggle to get up and ran down. Are you okay? You asked if you were running on her help her. I'm fine, she said. You realized that she was saying that her sniffles and subsiding in the middle of her sentence. You struggled for something to say and finally asked, do you know what makes me feel better when I'm with her? What? Talking to somebody. You let her in your house and talk. A lot. Some people find it hard to comfort somebody during the teary moments. You can bring the best out of others if you just show kindness. That is how my best can bring the best out.
Thank you, Jamie. Emily.
How my best friends are the best in others. Some of my best qualities are kindness, courage, helping, and intelligence. Those qualities help me bring out the best in others. My kindness helps me talk to people politely. For instance, when someone fell down and started crying, I made sure she was okay in a polite voice. It helped her up. She stopped crying and was able to go on with her day. My courage helps me to go to people and talk to them. For example, when someone was throwing something because they were mad, I went to him and made him feel better. I began by asking him what was wrong. After he told me what was wrong, he talked softly and calmly. Then he felt better. Being helpful helps me to help the others that are sad or upset. Such as when a little girl was sad because her friend said she couldn't play with them. Then I went with her to her friends and talked with her friends. They still said no. So I asked her if she wanted to play with me, and it brought up a mess. My intelligence helps me to think about the attitude I need to be in when I need to make someone happy. For example, when I was in a good attitude and someone else wasn't, she looked up and saw me, and then she thought about being happy since she was happy. This is how my good qualities bring out the best in others.
Thank you. Demi.
How my best brings out the best in others. When I encourage myself, I can encourage others with kindness and being supportive to my friends and to my family. In times of sadness, I give hugs, I say prayers, and write poetry. In a bad situation, you can bring out your best by remembering happy memories and times you spent together. Recently, a close family member passed away. At first, I felt lots of powerful emotions. My lips quivered, my eyes watered, and I was surprised and hurt. My family hugged and we comforted each other with our prayers. We listened to music and felt close as a family. For my cousins who traveled to Athens, I told them stories and we played together. I comforted my youngest cousins the best I knew how. My dad told me not to worry and that we would all be together one day. By focusing on comforting and happy memories, we can bring out the best in each other in a really sad time. I still feel sad when I hear his name, but I try and take deep breaths and I say a great prayer. This might be helpful to anyone else going through a difficult time. I try to feel better so that I can help others feel better. This is also a good way to bring out the best in my friends. One day, we went to my friend's house to watch a movie called Ramon and Beezus. Mom told us to turn off the TV, and go to bed, but we didn't go to bed. We decided to have a big dance party in our pajamas. We had a great time. We had fun together and we shared our secrets. We can bring out the best in each other by sharing our experiences together. It puts smiles on our faces and laughter in our mouths. I am a good friend. When any of my friends is getting in trouble from anyone, I try and make sure that I can be the friend to comfort them and be there for them. For example, I see bullying all the time and it doesn't make me feel good. Most people don't even know when they're bullying. When a bully comes over, when people say, "Don't get into that," I say, "There's another way for you to help." When a bully comes over, you can say, "Go elsewhere and mind your own business," in a nice way. If they don't listen, that's their loss, but keep on trying. I can be a role model and show them a better way to act around others. These are all examples of how my best brings out the best in others. Thank you.
Thank you. Please join me in giving a huge round of applause. Third graders, I can say I was trying to count and figure out how many years I've been at Barrow, but it's been a long time.
Thank you so much.
My first fifth grade class, they are working or they are in the service or they are in their second year of college right now. This is the strongest, best third grade class that I have heard, and you are amazing. And let's give them one more big round.